Let's go.
Roundtable Radio.
You are now tuned into the Roundtable Radio.
You're now tuned into the Roundtable Radio.
Let's go.
Roundtable Radio.
Yo, what up?
Let's get it.
Oh, man, about time, man.
I
We
know.
finally get it, man.
I know.
It's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? It was been
Right.
things happen for a reason, you know what I'm saying?
Always the reason in the season, my brother. You know it is.
Yeah, I already know what time it is, man.
He threw the hat on. I'm not about to play with you.
Since we did the question and answers interview, you know what I'm saying? So before we get into it, man, just give us a little update how things been going for you since then.
I've been okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really authentic, so I've been going through it. Life has been hitting me like a sack of nickels. we get back up, we start again, and we just release what is no longer serving us, and we get back on God's schedule programming. You feel me?
Exactly, man. Some things happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but the good thing about it is, like you say, he pieces everything back together, man. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
That's the beauty of it. We have nothing to worry about at the end of the day. Things happen for a reason. We here now, you know what I'm saying? So
damn. The connection, the divine intervention came through.
Man. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I always like to start my interviews off getting to know the artist one-on-one, getting to know where their head is at when they step in the booth or working on the next project. So we'll start with this question right here. When it comes to you as an artist, as a songwriter, producer, anything, you know what I'm saying? What would you say is your number one influence, or what would you say motivates you the most for you to be at your 100% best when it comes to this music game?
My motivation is, okay, we're going to put two. It's myself, because I always want to outdo myself each time. But also Erykah Badu, that's...
yeah, legend.
Queen right there. That's... People joining on live, my friends know. Don't play about Miss Erykah.
Okay. I don't think anybody has anything negative to say about Erykah Badu.
Everybody, she's not everybody's cup of tea, but we love her. We love to see her.
I couldn't see why, but we're gonna leave that for another day.
Right, we're gonna come back with that.
But okay, so that's what's up. Okay, so I gotta ask you, when was it that time for you where you were like, this is gonna work? When you knew that once you put your 100% best into it, 100% all into it, like it's gonna work out. And when it does work out, it's gonna be something that you didn't even dream of. You know what I'm saying? Which is actually happening now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when was that time for you, man? When it clicked?
It clicked. I used to work side to side by one of my best friends. Shout out to Cruel. We've been doing music since high school, middle school, and the best thing about that is, like, she kind of allowed me time to kind of find myself. And I would steady ask every day, God, what is my purpose? Like, I don't know if music is for me. Maybe I'm supposed to be a nurse or something. Who knows? And I wrote Love and I wrote Overload within a week of each other. My two songs, like, from 3 years ago. And the amount of response and how many people were like, oh my gosh, like, y'all, the connection is there. Like, we see it. Right. And every day God reminds me of my purpose. Like, whether somebody being like, hey, I just saw your music, or hey, like, you have a very great personality, like, you should use that. I take that as signs from God, because at the end of the day, I'm a vessel. It's all from him. So.
Okay, that's what's up. So, like, whenever I gotta ask this question, and this question is not really my ordinary interview question, but I like to ask this question sometimes just to get to know the artist more. So, like, whenever you first went in the booth and first recorded that first song, what was your feelings like? And were you nervous about the feedback that you were gonna get, or were you spot on about everything?
Oh my God. Okay, we were like, quick story time. We were like 12, 13 years old in a school closet where they had set up a studio. And my friends knew I sang, but I was never like, oh my gosh. So me and Cruel would be talking. I'd be like, yeah, I want to sing, but I'm scared. So one day she made this beat and that was hard, and I was just writing because writing is one of my first loves. And she was like, get in the booth. And I'm like, oh no, like, baby, I'm not no Beyonce. I ain't
Put you
no
on the spot.
Rihanna.
Put you on the spot.
And what's crazy, I was nervous, but it felt so natural.
Mm-hmm.
And when everybody heard the song, like once it was done and cut, everybody was like, girl, like, why haven't you been doing this? I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know.
Okay, so wait.
Shout out to my friends. My friends are coming through on this live. I love y'all.
I see them, man. I see them. They coming in full effect, man. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got none of my family up in here. We need to. You from LA? You feel me? I know how y'all be doing once y'all pull up.
Clicked up.
So hold on, give me. That's what's up. So wait. So back up a little minute. You had a studio in the school.
In the school, we had a music production class. Miss Milet, shout out to Miss Milet wherever she is. She brought a studio and a little rolly backpack and brought it every day for elective. Every day she taught kids how to make beats. She taught us how to record. She taught us how to even like songwriting aspect. You should do this instead of this. She was godsend.
Cause look, man, we when we think of music in school today, we think of motherfuckers playing, you know what I'm saying, an instrument or marching or something like that. You know what I mean? So you got a teacher bringing studio equipment to the school.
Studio equipment to the school.
Yo, shout out.
That was the most amazing experience of my life. I will have to say that.
Teacher. Shout out to that teacher. You know why? Because I from hearing that story, I feel like you wouldn't have found out what you really were here to do if you wasn't for that teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Cool. So that's dope.
And what's crazy, I didn't even officially join the class. I just used to go in there with Lauren and kid around. So when I finally got put on the spot, she heard it. She was like, oh no, you're in the class. What are you doing? You're not going to gym no more. You're going to be here every day. And she sometimes was crazy. She would stay hours after school. School let out at 3. She would stay to 6, 7 o'clock and just let us do our thing. So that woman is amazing. I hope God reconnects me with her because like she was amazing.
Yeah, you should look up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna look up.
Probably got a studio now.
She probably booming in the industry now. I need to type on Facebook.
Well, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Well, now let's get to the fun part. You know what I'm saying? Because this question right here is becoming one of the infamous questions that I ask whenever I do interviews. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people look forward to this question, so I'm gonna just jump right into it. Now, when it comes to the music game, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the music game, what are your views on the music game? When we look at the music game today, we see a lot of it's good, a lot of it's bad, a lot of it's really just there just because, a lot of it sucks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you know what I'm saying? We have a lot of music, but we don't tend to separate the real from the fake, the good from the bad. So I want to ask you, what are your views on the music game? Do you think it's where it needs to be? Do you think it needs a lot of work? Or do you think it's just an open portal?
I think it has to go up from here. And that's just my honest opinion. I think we have some great starting liners. Like, okay, we got some people really making a stance and really being themselves, and really you can see who has a heart in it. And then we have a lot of people just a popularity contest, and that's just what it is. Do I think it's all terrible? No, there's some songs that I'm like, okay, you may not take this serious, but it's a hit, and you always need that balance. But I think after, how can I say, music in this last 10, 15 years, how it's been, I think it's now we're about to ascend back to feeling and emotion back in the song.
So, like, what do you think is one of the most important steps that needs to be taken in order for music to go back to where it needs to be?
Awareness. I think people need to be back more aware of themselves, if not the other, how can I say this, the other people involved. I feel like a lot of artists are kind of like me, but it's like, that's not who you are for real. If I close this door and you are a totally different person than what you show on the people, how can I connect with your music? How can I connect with you? And people can tell you the way I'm being goofy on this live right now and how I'm being like so animated is how I am in real life. And I will continue to be in real life.
And that's what I like, man. That's what I like, man. You know what I'm saying? I've had people wanting to do interviews, and I can actually say that now, which is crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? Because normally it'll be, oh, I asked this person to do an interview or this and that, but folks actually want to do interviews now, right? You know what I'm saying? We getting a little up there, you know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway, but now, so, you know, you could tell who's who, you know what I'm saying? You could tell, you know, if you really got that sense. Now, some people out here you really can't tell because of social media and all that stuff they put on the front. But some people you can really just tell. And who I really want to be up here are people who can really give advice or can really share their real stories to other people to get them motivated, you know, this and that. So when you have people who come on here or want to come on here and share their ego or alter ego, and then when this turns off, you know what I'm saying, you mama's boy or something like that. You know, I don't want that type of shit up here, man. You know, I love, like, I know I can feel the energy. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
That this interview is real, so I can tell. I can tell,
Thank
man.
you.
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up.
This world and social media and everything else, they tell you put on a mask, literally put on a mask, and just, you know, give the people what you think they want. And what people want these days, especially 2020 and this year alone, I think people need authenticity. I think people need real energy back. Like, it's okay for an artist to be like, I'm not okay. Or it's okay for them to be real with themselves. Because that's how you get a long-term fan base. That's how you get a long-term connection with people.
Right. So knowing that, let's get into this next subject. Now, what are your views on the female artists in the rap game? You know what I'm saying? Do you think they doing their thing out here as a whole? Well, excuse me. Do you think y'all are doing y'all thing out here as a whole? Do you think there's individuals that are doing more than others, or do you think really it's just an open portal in the female area?
I think right now it's how can I say this? An open arena. I've never seen this many female artists in my life. And just coming on here spitting bars like men. Like, women are multidimensional. People were multidimensional, especially women. We can be mothers and sisters and best friends and all that, and I think it all comes into one. And shout out to even female artists that are mainstream, not mainstream. Y'all are doing y'all thing. I'm honored. I'd be like, oh, let me step my game up.
Man, I said this before when I said started this whole, you know what I'm saying, little radio thing. I was real skeptical about, you know, the female artists. You know what I'm saying?
We back.
All right, cool. Yeah, we were just speaking on female artists, man, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know if you heard everything that I said, but you know what I'm saying. I'm doing this whole podcast thing is basically really just open my eyes to see that there's female artists out there doing their thing, not only in rap, but you got, you know what I'm saying, like I just interviewed Guitar Gabby, or you know what I'm saying, you got all different type of genres, black women at that, really putting it down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, okay, now I see y'all doing y'all thing.
Right. We're taking every industry by reins, the medical field, the music game, the entertainment game. We taking it. We like, nah. It's all hers.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it's a lot to be learned from that, from men and women. Like, it's about to get crazy.
Well, let's turn up a little bit. Let's get into this single that has you know, from the first time that we were supposed to do an interview, you know what I'm saying, it was growing. I think you recently just put it out, you know what I'm saying, and we were supposed to do a follow-up interview from the Q&A, like we said, things happen, you know what I'm saying, but since from then until now, the progress has, you've risen, man. I don't think it's been up. I haven't seen any complaints, any disagreements for the song, anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like everything's really going in your favor with that. You know what I'm saying? So just give us a little background before that, you know what I'm saying? How have you been taking, you know what I'm saying, the way that it's been moving so far?
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I never thought, and I know a lot of artists can feel like this behind closed doors, or I'm just gonna vocally say it. I never got this much love in my life from music. And just to see I can actually connect and translate to people, it's so humbling. It's like, wow, a little old me got y'all in y'all feels, and y'all actually agree with me, and I'm so humble and I'm so grateful. Like, it makes me like,
man,
okay.
Don't be shy on here, man. Don't be shy.
I know. I'm trying not to get emotional.
Hey man, you scream, shout, do what you want. Because look, we can be cool, especially as indie artists. You know what I'm saying? We like to be cool and sometimes, and I ain't gonna lie, like I do the same. But we all know at the end of the day, when we see those people gravitating towards that song or that album, when you see people actually listening to it and giving that feedback, like how you really thought it wouldn't go, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, I turn to somebody, I turn to Carlton, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that.
Oh my God.
I feel you, man. So hey, don't be shy, man.
I mean, God, that He has allowed this many people to just hear authentically where I'm coming from. Everything is not about, hey, I'm in the club, hey, I'm getting money. Some things is like real inner depth. Like, we all are going through it, especially, like, I want to emphasize, this year has taken us out. And just for people to resonate with that, and for people to be like, oh my God, like, I love this song. It's like, y'all keep me going. Y'all like, okay, I got more to say, and I got a lot more to say.
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up. So give me a little bit of the backstory behind the single Since I've Been Gone. You know what I'm saying? Because normally when somebody comes with a song like this, it's either Taylor Swift or, you know what I'm saying, or you got I feel like this is like the urban version of a Taylor Swift song, right? You know what I'm saying? Or the new and improved version of Lemonade by Beyonce. You know what I mean? And I'm not just saying that just a hype behind. Hey, but hey, I'm being real. That's the vibe I got from, because if you look, I like visuals, right? So when I saw the video and you look, I forgot what song it was by Beyonce, but she had like a yellow dress on. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like you could see, you know what I mean, the way it lined up. You know what I mean? So that's the vibe I got from it. Straight up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not here to. That
just made me be like, hey!
I'm being honest. So it's Nurd Swift. That's what's up. So I
Nurd Swift. That may have to be another nickname. That may have to be another nickname.
Oh yeah, I like that. So give me a little background on how the song Since I've Been Gone came about. Like, what was the concept behind this?
So take a break. I wanted to take a break, get my life together. Like I said, I didn't know if that was like my purpose. I didn't know. So I was just like, I'm going to sit back and fall back. So I recently got signed to We Out Here. Shout out to my We Out Here fam, a small little indie label from LA and Vegas. And I was thinking like, okay, you know, you the only female artist on this label. Like, what do you want to say as your first like bow? I'm here. And I thought about it like we just talked about the way music is going and some of these artists. I thought about it like the lyrics says, and excuse my language, y'all niggas wildin' since I've been gone. Like, y'all been wildin' since I took a break. Like, what? Nah, like, let me step back in the ring because y'all don't want it. Like, and I wanted to do it in a way where it was vibe. It was a vibe. I wanted to do it in a way that it was subtle, but like those who really listen to music caught the punchlines. Like, they were like, oh, like she on our heads right now. So that's just basically where it came from. And I saw the beat off of YouTube, you know, and I was just like, I'm a freestyle over it. And shout out to Tommy, and I wrote, and we just got it done. And it's been a beautiful song. It's like one of my favorite songs I've ever made so far. So
yeah. Now you could definitely play that song when you waking up and it's like a little sunny day or whatever, you're chilling. Play that song like the first the entrance of that song, really, of that video is just like it's a peaceful video, but actually you really telling them that, yo, watch the fuck out because I'm coming. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you're saying it real peacefully. You know what I'm saying? You're saying it real peacefully.
Right. Like, watch
It's
the fuck, hold the fuck up. I'm back.
right.
Let
You
me
know what I'm saying?
get in my bag.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you know, I like the video, but you should. I'm glad you explained that because I see. I started listening to you when this song was already out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I never heard the previous stuff. Like this is the first song like I started on. So for me, I really thought it was like a, you know, like one of those breakup songs. Oh, I broke up. I had to get my stuff together. And now I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was one of those songs. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
hearing it and really hearing how, you know what I'm saying, you came about doing it, it's like,
Right.
oh, okay. So it's really like one of those songs where
Dual
it can really
meaning.
mean two different things.
And
You know what I'm saying? Still
right. Because
do its thing.
the way my style of writing is, I like balance and I like duality a lot. So I like interpretation. So whatever you feel at that moment, this song is for you. I want you to feel that because we're all human, we're all different. So since I've been gone, like you said, it could be like, oh, she just broke up with somebody. Like since she been gone, and then it could be like for a girl, you know, on her grind. Oh, since I've been gone, y'all wildin'. Let me get back on my game. Let me let y'all know. Because my previous music has been very love based and very emotion based. I never talk my shit. I never talk my shit.
So you never got in your bag once on a song?
I never got in my bag once.
And your bag had you know that the term they use.
I never got in the Birkin once. So it's like I never got in the Birkin. So I wanted to try something new because I feel like as an artist you have to always expand and you always have to try something different.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to do that, and I'm so grateful that I did because now niggas know.
Now I gotta ask you because I just heard what you just said. Is being different good in today's game? You know what I'm saying? Because you know we have two different. I feel like we have two different sides. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You have the lyricals, right? You got the mumble raps. You got the people who come in the R&B game and try to switch it up. Then you got the ones who try to keep it. You know what I'm saying? How it's always been. You know what I'm saying? You have in R&B, you had that in rap. You had that really in every genre. You know what I'm saying? An old head doesn't want to try to rap like Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up listening to the 90s music, 90s rap, you 9 times out of 10 when you get in the studio, you're going to have bars of lyrics. You ain't going to be on no harmonizing, no humming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? None of that. When you an R&B singer and, you know, you grew up listening to old Mariah Carey or Mary J. Blige or, you know what I'm saying, the Sades, the Celine, all that. Like, you have a different feel than the ones who grew up listening to SZA or you know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So from your point of view, is different good? You know what I'm saying? In a way,
I think different is good. I think my favorite word, balance. I think it's balance that is good. I think that if you're able to take the old with the new and still be yourself, you're gonna win. You're gonna win because you see where you've been and you know where you're going. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm a 95 baby. So I got the last hint of it. I got the last few years of it. But then I also got this new age stuff. And I grew up listening to jazz. I grew up listening to Nina Simone, Sade, Miles Coltrane, Erykah Badu, Outkast. So that's where my base is. But I also love Travis Scott is also one of my influences. He's becoming one of my influences. How he could take harmony and make it something where your ear has never heard it before. You're like, oh, I never noticed that a person's voice could do that. Sure. And I think it's about balance. I think it's really this new upcoming artist, if they're going to make it, they got to be themselves, but also know the balance between a trend and also authenticity. Like, it's hard, trust me, because some days I want to rap like Meg Thee Stallion. I want to be like, yeah. And then some days I'll be like, no, let's just stick to who we are. But get a little bit of Meg in there.
We've all been there though as artists.
Yeah.
When Lil Wayne was out, when 6'7" came out, everybody wanted to take that beat and try to freestyle over it. You know what I'm saying? When Kendrick Lamar came out, everybody thought they could roll up their pants but they had, you know what I'm saying, and wear them look, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Little Vans and them high socks and shit, looking like
Right.
and shit like that. They want to
We
start
wanted to
doing
be
it.
conscious but
Yeah,
stylish, you know? Oh
Yeah,
my
okay,
God,
okay,
conscious but
yeah.
stylish.
So you know, everybody wants to start, but you know, when you learn once you get in this game, and some people it takes longer than others. You really learn what your lane is. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Later on down the line, when you first get in the game, you just want to. I ain't gonna lie, it's exciting to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then after a while, you have to start understanding, like, yo, okay, now this is my lane, and I gotta try to stick to my lane because if I end up trying to be like him, it ain't gonna work out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody can't be a J. Cole, but everybody can't be a YG.
Exactly. Oh, there's plenty of them. There's plenty of them out there. There's plenty of them out there. Oh my goodness, yo. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Look at me
There's
stirring
plenty
up
of
the pot.
these out
Look
here.
at me.
There's plenty of people trying to be Nipsey. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
I was confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when he passed, right? It was shocking to me how many people was first trying to get on beats. I heard so many beats from Nipsey Hussle on mixtapes this year. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I heard so many people trying to get clout for taking his pictures.
Yes. It's the difference between being influenced and emulating and not having any type of originality. I hate to say it. Shout out to those people though, because they tried. But Nipsey Hussle, I will say this, he was more than an artist. He was himself. And that translates through the music until everybody realized when I am myself, my music will take its own course. Y'all not gonna get nowhere.
You gotta have knowledge of self before you continue.
Yes.
You know what he saying? It was a line on Drumline, right? With
knowledge of self. Now you gotta make me go watch that movie.
Kevin, he was like, you gotta learn to follow before you can lead.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Man, too many. Yo. Anyway, let's get back to the interview. You know, talk to us a little bit about this little project that you got working on.
So I'm working on my next EP. It is the same title as the song, Since I've Been Gone. And just a little insight about it, it is a culmination of growth for me. It's kind of like letting you guys into my world where everybody can see. And I mean really the inner things that I'm going through. I know the next single I'm going to put out, everybody knows what it is. Everybody's seen the little previews on my page. But, you know, it's really, how can I say this? It's really an experience. I want my music to be an experience. And that's what I put into this project. Okay. Like I said, everybody's going to get something different from it. Everybody's going to have a different feel with it. Some people going to be like, that song, it wasn't resonating with me quite yet. And then some people going to be like, oh my God, I played this 10 times because this is what I'm going through in my life. Because who I was, my previous project, my first project ever was Power Healing. And that was literally me acknowledging like, hey, I'm going through all this hurt, all this pain, all this transformation, and giving it to people like, this is what I'm going through. Sure. And people were like, oh my God, yes. So now Since I've Been Gone, it's like, okay, 3 years, 4 years after this project, where is your mind now? Where is your spirit? Because if you're not growing, you're not living.
Say that again.
If you're not growing, you're not living. If you're not growing, you're not living. If you're not growing, you're not living.
And there it is. You know what I'm saying? Once you finally understand, make sure you try to explain to others and get them the same thing that's been given to you.
Because we're all trying to ascend at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I don't know if people watching are spiritual. I don't know if you're spiritual, but I'm very spiritual. I was raised in church. I developed my own understanding of God. And to know that our ultimate form is to be ascended and to live past this life we have to understand ourselves before we can even get there. So you won't come back and make the same mistakes.
Exactly. That's game right there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's knowledge that really needs to be understood. You know what I'm saying? I did an interview last weekend, and basically one of the questions was what are your views on the industry? You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, I was like, what do you think? Like I asked you, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? One of the key steps that needs to be taken in order for that to happen. She was like, basically, we need to have more knowledge in the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are really just out here just because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They really think just because they can slap a name on a track, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They think they got something, but a lot of people out here are really lacking knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So if more knowledge was put in today's rap game, a lot of routes would be taken to where we could really grow, you know what I'm saying, as a whole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you 100%.
Right. And you said it best. Like, knowledge is power. Knowledge is self. Knowledge is freedom.
Exactly.
Knowledge is love. Like, I can go on about it. But the more you know, the more you do better. And the more you can make a difference and wake other people up to do better.
So let me ask, are there going to be any more visuals coming with this EP?
Yes. Yes, I have one visual in the vault right now. I'm gonna peek her out again because people was loving it.
Is it ready to go?
Is it ready to go? She's ready to go. Oh. But other ones, they will be in the making. Shout out to Czar. Shout out to Season of Czar. She's like my confidant when it comes to videos and visions. Shout out to Jasper. That's my video guy. Love him. He just gets the vision. So yes, I'm actually excited because I want to tell a story. I want each song to kind of be a story. So we coming hard this time.
Oh yeah. Well, I definitely can't wait for the EP. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we finally got one in the show, on the show. You know what I'm saying? I know. After a long time, you know what I mean? We finally got this one. It was a home run. I want to thank you again for taking your time on a Tuesday. Thank you. On a Tuesday, because look, I don't only do these on the week. I try to cram them up on the weekends, and I think that's my problem. I'm gonna have to start flexing them out a little bit. But
flexibility is change, and flexibility can open doors.
It's a lot, though. It's a lot. You know,
it is. But you got it. You got it.
Oh yeah. I got it 100%. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I mean? But like I always say, thank you. Before we get up out of here, are there any shout outs you want to give out to anybody? Any producers, songwriters?
Yes.
Homies, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to We Out Here, Tommy.
There, you know what I mean?
You got me.
They're doing their thing. What up?
Shout out to 6F. Shout out to Czar. Shout out to Zamari. Shout out to Tommy, Elijah, Kyle, Wasim, the We Out Here family. Shout out to my girls. Atlantis, Taylor, Gabby, Lauren. I got so much list. You don't want this because it will be a grand standoff.
We can keep it rolling. What up?
Sky, Janae, Janelle, Sasha, Jay Duncan, Jay Davis, my mama, because my mama over there watching in the kitchen.
Okay, what up, Mom? What up?
Shout out to Mom. She just joined. Look at her. Shout out to everybody. My loves, everybody know. Shout out to my heart. He know who he is. And just shout out to everybody supporting. I'm so grateful. I'm so psyched for this. Like, to have this connection and just be able to let loose. I just, shout out to my dad. He just said, hey, I'm in here. So shout out to my dad. Shout out to everybody. It's beautiful. I feel so much love. I really do.
Oh yeah, man, it's a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting already. Just to do these
one more. Shout out to my sis Kyra. I see you, girl. I was going. Your name slipped for a minute. Shout out to Kai Pie. All right.
Oh yeah, man. It's exciting. It's exciting to do these, man. It's exciting. You know what I'm saying? But what's even more exciting is to see the love that these artists get, and you know what I'm saying, from the people that support them 100% when they come on here. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm really here to support y'all artists. You know what I'm saying? Me as an artist myself, you know what I mean? But just to see the love that everybody gives, and you know what I'm saying, knowing that y'all got people out there really rocking with y'all 100%. I love seeing this, man. It's a beautiful thing. This is complete. It makes the interview complete. You know what I'm saying? We can talk all day.
Right.
You know what I mean? But to do these live interviews and for people to come on here and show y'all love like this, show me love sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's all good in the hood. You know what I mean?
It's beautiful. It just shows me like I got some real ones in my corner. I do.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, like I said, I want to thank you again for stopping with me.
Thank you.
We got it. We got it. It was a touchdown. We taking it and running with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I thank you for the knowledge that you dropped on here. I thank you for the sincerity. I thank you just in general. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to get a part 2 when the EP drops.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We can, or you want to wait and just let it cook up for a little bit.
Just
and
a little bit.
Another one on
you know I'm gonna let you know. You know I'm gonna let you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere. We all day every day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anytime you ready to drop by, ready to drop something through, always. You know what I mean? No hesitation. But
thank you. I appreciate that.
Like I always say up here, God bless. Keep your mask on when you go in grocery stores, house parties, block parties. You know what I'm saying?
Corona's real.
It's still out there. It's still out there. I don't think it's going nowhere. I hope it's going somewhere soon.
Man.
But you never know. You know what I mean? You never know. It's crazy, right? But yeah, make sure. Oh, before I get up out of here, I definitely want to say, make sure y'all get y'all's little stimulus checks that's coming. I heard that it cleared. You know what I'm saying?
Stimmy.
So I feel like I don't know how much we got. I don't know, but I heard
we getting 600. It's 600. I want everybody to think about this though. It's 600 more than you had today. So be grateful.
Yeah, you're right. I just did a little research. I just did a little research and a little history about how the stimulus checks came about, and
it's crazy.
But it's money. It's it is what it is. It is what it is. Different strokes for different folks. Anyway, get your money, get that bag. At the end of the day, you already know what it is. Stay safe. God bless. Keep your mask on, and until next time, peace.
Bye.
Just don't let me see you shoot no dogs.
Roundtable Radio.